Let's talk about monetizing threads. Instagram has been pushing threads down our throat, and there may be a good reason now for you to jump on finally, because I am getting word from more and more creators in my program and in my community that threads is monetizing and there's opportunity to make money. But I kind of feel like just anywhere in social media, guys, there's money where you water the plant, right? Wherever you put in your effort, there's going to be money there. And threads is no different. Now, I think from an algorithm perspective, a lot of more creators are getting excited by threads because they're seeing growth there. They're seeing, action happening, and assuming that, Instagram wants to push threads along. They want people to be active on it, so they're going to reward it from an algorithm perspective. From a monetization one, we're also seeing more and more creators monetize on threads, and that's what I want to talk about in today's video. Creator monetization is very important to me here at Sidewalker because that's what I want to see creators do, is make money doing what they love. And if you're someone that enjoys threads, writing, thought leadership, more of the text nature, then this is a place for you. So first of all, threads, just like every other meta platform at some point or another, has their own monetization program. The threads monetization program at the moment is invite only. Now, it's interesting because Instagram has done this throughout the years, and then they pull it out and then they put it back, and there's always something happening. So just so that you guys know, please keep up to date on Meta's website regarding threads monetization, because these things do change. But for now, it is invite only. And what will happen is that you'll get a little pop-up on your dashboard saying that you're invited. Now, just like every other Meta, monetization, they're going to be setting up bonuses and ways for you to monetize based on certain thresholds. And again, because this is an invite only program, there's not really much that you can do, but I am seeing more and more creators getting invited and monetizing their threads. There's obviously rules and program rules that you would have to comply to, making sure your account is eligible. But if you meet all that criteria and you're able to do it, why not? Now, it's so interesting because I have a creator that I'm friends with who literally makes probably over $1 million a year in brand deals. And she said that her threads is not for her brand partners at all. She's like, Nina, this is where I go talk about The Bachelor and I'm just chatting away. She's like, I don't even want brands to follow me there, which really made me laugh because she's like, on Instagram, on TikTok, that's really where my brand content goes. She was like, but on threads, I'm a whole different person, which really got me thinking about, what's the intention behind all these platforms? How do you want to use them? Is everything a business? Are you guys carving out certain platforms to be very business centric and then the other ones a little bit more fun? Or are you being, all across the board really serious about how all your platforms are being used? One thing for sure is if you are, looking to engage with brands, Threads is a really great place to do so. We're seeing so many people on the agency side, on the brand side, creating really good dialogue. And I think this is a perfect place to engage with these type of people. It's kind of very similar to LinkedIn because you're not engaging with the brands direct. You're engaging with the people that work there. And the probability of getting a response is so much higher when you are directly communicating with a decision maker and you're engaging with their content, right? This is obviously one of the best ways to monetize threads, is to use threads as a way to connect with brands, as a way to network with these people, as a way to get on their radar, have them see who you are, right? Because if you're connecting with them on threads and then you pitch them directly, it's almost like they're like, oh, but I saw that person's name on threads, right? So from a pitching perspective, it's so nice to start your pitches off by warming up that lead on threads and developing some sort of rapport, and then going and pitching them. It helps a pitch stick so much better if that person is able to identify, oh, I know her name. We were just talking on threads a couple days ago, right? So using threads as a way to engage with brands, engage with people on the PR side, engage with all the brand reps to, again, develop rapport before you pitch. Great way to monetize. Secondly, anytime you do have a brand partnership, you can bundle in your threads as part of the package. So I'll give you an example. I have a creator right now I'm working with one-on-one. She's putting together a really big proposal and the brand wants this, that, the other, right? And she's like, listen, I have a really active audience over on Threads. Why don't we go ahead and just add a few threads? I think it's going to help you guys really move the needle. And she added it to her package. Now the brand was like, we've never worked with a creator on a paid Threads campaign. But she was very adamant that her audience was really active over there and that she thought it would be in the brand's best interest. was able to sell that and include that in her package. So if you're a creator that's already working with brands and already doing like your influencer stuff, why not throw in Threads as an add-on? Now, if you want to be a little bit more strategic or a little bit more salesy, you can do it as a complimentary add-on. You know, for all new clients, hey, you're going to get a few threads. Yes, you're not monetizing the thread directly, but you're still letting the brand know that this is something that you do. You're giving them a trial with it, and then you can sell them on that later. It's also, for a lot of my creators, a downsell. So maybe reels are really expensive, but threads are a nice landing spot, you know, for someone that can't afford a highly edited reel. You know, a 1 minute video is very different than a series of threads on a topic. So it gave the creator somewhere to kind of downsell the client when the client couldn't afford her expensive reel. So we're seeing sponsored threads. You know, we're also seeing creators monetize their threads all the other traditional ways, right? By putting certain links. They talk about their services. They're using it as a way to storytell. They're using it as a way to generate leads and have brands reach out to them, have people reach out to them. This one girl recently was talking about how so many people come to her, XYZ, you know, and she's starting to take calls now with other people. She let people know that on her threads. She got a booking off of that. So, you know, sometimes you just got to be very vocal with that you're open for business, and brands and other customers will come. I have a course creator I work with. She sells courses. She was using Threads as a way to give like sneak peek information and just being like, here's some tips or here's some things that I'm working on. If you want the full ebook, if you want the full course, if you want whatever, you know, then she was able to kind of convert them on the back end. So she was using Threads as a way to kind of show, you know, what she was working on. I think Threads is a great place to story tell, to create story type of content. And this is a great way to show, for example, if you have a membership community, right? Using Threads as a way to kind of signal, hey, this is what's been going on in your membership community this week. It gets people asking, okay, well, I want to know about your membership community. How do I join, right? So we're seeing Threads being monetized direct, but we're also seeing all those back end ways of creators getting really smart on how they're going to be monetizing their threads. I recently had a creator sell consulting services to a brand for their thread strategy. The brand is not active on Threads. The creator saw this as an opportunity and she said, hey, like, let me put together a package for you where I'm going to help consult on your thread strategy and also create thread style content for you guys, short little blurbs and stories that you guys can then repurpose on LinkedIn. She put together this great package. The client was excited. They bought it and she was able to get some retainer-based business. Now, again, this is a little bit more on the social media management style of things, but again, creators are getting nimble. They're doing all types of work. So if you have to sell your consulting time or social media packages or, you know, social media consulting services where you're helping clients develop their threads, go ahead and do it. If that's what they need and that's what they want, offer it. At the end of the day, Threads is still kind of at its infancy. You're still an early adopter. So get in now, start getting active on this page now, build an audience now, because you can use that data in your media kit. You can use that data when pitching to brands, offering them something different to the mix. And like I said earlier, it's a different price point for Threads as well, so that you're able to kind of get brands to jump on at a earlier stage, trust you, build with you, and grow with you. So these are some of the ways that we could be monetizing Threads. Let me know in the comments below. Is this something that you guys are doing already? Are you interested in creator monetization? Remember, if you are, I do have my free training on how to land paid brand deals. We can add Threads to our packages, to our proposals. I'll leave the on-demand training link at the bottom of this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.